Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Sandown Park. Here on Thursday, it is the 26th of May, 2022. Gonna look at the stakes action on the program from Sandown, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. It's an excellent night of racing from Sandown, with some group racing, which is very, you don't see a lot of them in the twilight fixtures or the evening fixtures, but, you have the two group races, a very good listed stakes here. 6 races on the program. We're only going to look at the regular the stakes races. The other races I couldn't get to unfortunately tonight, but they'll be on my Twitter page. So if you want to go get those selections, go get them there. But we'll be looking at races 2, 3, and 4. Let's get to it right now. The second race, the 6:15. It is the national stakes. It's a listed stakes going for Class 1 horses, going for a purse $54,500. Race for 2-year-olds here. 8 horses are going 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the turf course. And I know I keep saying I don't look at 2-year-old races early on the season. This is the first 2-year-old race I always look at it for the season. This one, and then there's another one in Sandown in the next few weeks. And then we'll ask guys start looking at the 2-year-old races in the UK. But this is the first one of the year for me in the UK and Europe in general. But my top selection of the national, I'm going to go with the 1-horse Crispy Cat. Let's go 165 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 165 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection of 1-horse Crispy Cat. 6-year-old Colt, 2-year-old Colt, 2-year-old Colt by our dad here. Rosa Ryan's on this one. The horse's most recent outing came to occur on the 2nd of May. 5 furlongs on yielding ground and 2-year-old listed stakes. And the horse finished second by a nose. And he had some pace that day. He quickened up a lot. The winner just had the nose bob on him. But this horse got down the race course well. Not a bad race at all. Coming here second off the bench. A lot fresher horse, going to quicker ground. I think he's sitting on a very good run. 2-backer Cork on the 3rd of September. Good ground, 5 furlongs in a 2-year-old maiden race, and he won by a half length. He was under the drive, but excelling there under the drive. He quickened up a lot, and with a high weight, it was an all-around easy race. Coming here, even with some more weight on his back than others, I think he could really run a good race. At 2-1 with the further pace, let's take him. To recap my selection for the 6:15, the second race from Sandown, it is the National Stakes. Let's take the 1-horse Crispy Cat, 165 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. The third race, the 6:50, it's the Group 3 Henry II Stakes. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses, going for a purse of $108,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses going 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the 7-horse Thunderous. Let's go 715 in the Tri-Cash Trifecta. 715 Tri-Cash Trifecta. Top selection, 7-horse Thunderous. This 5-year-old gunner by Night of Thunder. Franny Norton's on this one for Charlie and Mark Johnston. The horse's most recent outing came in the Group 2 Yorkshire Cup at York, 1.75 miles on the 13th of May. And the horseman is second by length. And since they put the blinkers on, he's really improved a lot. He just couldn't get there in the final few furlongs behind Stradivarius. But he got down the race course well. It wasn't a bad race. Showing some more forwardly pace. A little refreshing. I think he could really run a good race here today. 2 back in the Group 3 Ormond Stakes at Chester, 1.5 miles on the 5th of May. He finished second by 3/4 length. He didn't quicken up, but he didn't weaken out of it either. He was kind of plodding along. I thought it was a good place behind Hamish that day. And I also thought that the blinkers really settled him well. And then before then, the Group 3 Surprise Stakes in Newbury, 1.5 miles on the 16th of April. He finished 6 by 6.25 lengths that day and absolutely didn't show a lot of running at all. He completely hit the wall. Definitely need the race off the bench. And then the Hardwick before that at Royal Ascot, 1.5 miles on the 19th of June. Breaking from barrier number 14 of 14. He finished 4th by 5.5 lengths that day. And he was on the drive, and he just couldn't save some ground, which cost him that day. And then before then, the Rayan at Newbury on the 15th of May, he finished second by 4 lengths. And again, he was staying the trip well, but he just wants longer. He's going to get the 2 miles today, what they think should settle him well. At 3-1, let's use him. The second lengthiest winner, I think, is the 1-horse Alanik. 7-year-old gun by Camelot. David Probert's on this one for Andrew Balding. He's another horse. I think he wants a little longer ground. He had a decent third place finish at York during the Ebor meeting and a handicap over the long trip. Came back to run against some very tough horses in the fall. Not the world's toughest Group 3, and something he wants to do is stay. I'm going to give him a shot at 12-1. He's either going to win by a mile or going to lose this by 1.75 miles. So hopefully he could be towards the front and win today. But 12-1, he's very interesting here. But to recount my selection for the third, the 6:50 from Sandown, it is the Group 3 Henry II Stakes. Let's take the 7-horse Thunderous. Give kudos to the 1-horse Alanek. 715 Tri-Cash Trifecta. 7-1 in your place pot. The fourth race now. the 725. It is the Group 3 Brigadier Gerard Stakes. It's Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $108,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have 6 horses going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. I like the number 3 horse Ideb as a top selection. Let's go 3-2-1 in the Tricast trifecta. 3-2-1 Tricast trifecta. Top selection, the 3 horse Ideb. 8-year-old got by Pivotal. Tar Marquand's on this one for William Haggis. The horse's most recent outing came in the Champion Stakes at Ascot, a mile and a quarter on the 16th of October, and he finished 6th by 12 lengths. And the very demanding ground got to him. He never quickened up, and he just doesn't like the yielding ground. Come back to quicker ground, back to Sandown, where he ran a very good race last year. I'll give him another shot. Over the mile and a quarter here in Sandown in July in the Group 1 Eclipse, he finished second by 3.5 lengths that day, and he quickened up a lot behind St. Mark's Basilica, who just had the jump on him, but this horse stayed well. A little bit quicker ground. He would have gave St. Mark's Basilica a run for his money, but first back from Australia, not a bad race at all. And then the 17th of March at Randwick, down under a mile and a quarter in the Group 1 Queen Elizabeth Stakes, the horse went by half length, and with the blinkers on, he really put on a show. He quickened up a lot. A very good race. Before that, he saw the soft ground at Rose Hill in the Group 1 Ribbonette, in the Group 1 Ranvent at Rose Hill, where he just saw a little bit soft ground, which he didn't like. But when he runs on quickish ground, he really shows up. He did win on very soft ground in the Champion Stakes of 2020 at Ascot, where he was all out, but he got the job done with the forwardly pace he has. I'm going to give him a shot here, a 3-1. Your second likeliest winner is the Gosden trained Mustafa Daf. This Jim Crowley Gosden trained 4-year-old colted by Frankel. Most recently here at Sandown, the Gordon Richards, this horse put on a show, winning by 2.5 lengths, and then won the Darley before that at Newmarket, and won a listed stakes here at September at Sandown. His only subpar race was the St. James Palace, where he just never really got settled, and I thought they were asking a little bit too much too soon. But it's coming here back to a mile and a quarter. Not the world's toughest Group 3. I'll give him a shot also. But to recount my selection for the 4th, the 725 from Sandown, it's Group 3, Brigadier Gerard Stakes. Let's take the 3 horse Ideb, but give kudos to the 2 horse. 3-2-1 Tricast trifecta. 3-2 in your place pot. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.